week or 10 days, not just during the vacation, throughout the year. So what we are going to talk about is a very, very unique, a very, very fun platform called Engage with Science. We already work with 18,000 schools throughout the country. And let us tell you what exactly does Engage with Science do, not just with students, but also with teachers as well as principals. आप लोग जब साइंस पढ़ते हैं क्लास में, आपकी जो भी टीचर हैं वो आपको पढ़ाती हैं, फिर आपका टेस्ट लेती हैं, फिर आपके मार्क्स आते हैं. जिनको अच्छे मार्क्स मिलते हैं वो तो खुश हो जाते हैं, जिनको अच्छे मार्क्स नहीं मिलते हैं वो दुखी हो जाते हैं. And this cycle keeps going on, right? Yes, sir. Now, how about we converting this whole पढ़ाई का process into fun? So before I keep talking on this subject, we are going to show you a short commercial. छोटा सा ad दिखाएंगे आपको 40 सेकेंड का. देखिए. How many of you have heard about a channel called India Science? Wonderful. How many of you have actually watched a film on India Science? Okay. Now I want those students to raise their hands who have never seen India Science. There is no crime if somebody has not seen. It's okay. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right. Okay. Let's watch this film quickly.
Engage with science. Learning science was never so much fun.
How many of you know this gentleman? I am going to take 2 minutes to explain India Science for the benefit of those students who have not seen it so far. Okay? So, any one of you who raised your hands for not having watched India Science? Okay, you. Okay? I'll ask you a simple question. What are the normal TV channels you watch when it's a holiday? Usually. You can give some examples.
Sir, movies.
Okay. And?
Sir, and Discovery.
Discovery and? Anything else? Anybody else who's not watched India Science? Yes, you. What do you watch normally on a holiday? Sorry? Movie and? So that's the maximum, right? हाँ जी बताइए. Very good. So all honest answers from here. Yes.
Sometimes father plays news, so I watch.
Oh, so you watch news also. Thank you. Thank God you watch some news. अच्छा, everybody watches news. Okay. अच्छा, आप ये बताइए कि जब आप लोग जो कोई भी चैनल देखते होंगे, चाहे कार्टून हो, चाहे मूवी हो, चाहे न्यूज हो, what is the primary reason for you to watch that channel? Entertainment. Entertainment. ठीक है. Swing bowling खुला हुआ है. Okay, wait. Okay. Time pass, entertainment, fun, knowledge, everything, right? Okay. Now let me ask you another simple question. How many of you enjoy cricket? Most people. Okay. क्रिकेट के बारे में सबसे बढ़िया ज्ञान किसके पास है यहाँ पे? आपके पास है? नहीं है. आपके पास है? नहीं. जैसे ज्ञान की बात आई सब हाथ नीचे हो गए. तो क्रिकेट सब देखते हो, क्रिकेट के बारे में जानता कौन है सबसे अच्छा? स्पिन बॉलिंग कौन अच्छा करता है? अरे वाह, अरे वाह. ओके, आप बताओ स्पिन बॉलिंग कैसे होती है? हाउ डज द बॉल स्विंग? नहीं, वो तो यू नो द डॉगी एट होम विल ऑल्सो नो बॉल को घुमाना होता है. बट वॉट इज द साइंस बिहाइंड स्पिन बॉलिंग? डू यू नो दैट? हाँ, जिन्होंने देखा है वो थोड़ा सा चुप करके बैठे. Correct, but hand movement is not a scientific explanation, right? You know, when a fast bowler is swinging the ball, or when a fast bowler is spinning, when a bowler is spinning the ball, वो ball spin क्यों होता है? What is the science behind it? So there is an amazing 5-minute film on India Science which tells you how does a cricket ball spin? How does a cricket ball swing? अच्छा चलो ये छोड़ो. How many of you have gone to a zoo? Any zoo? Everybody has gone to a zoo. ठीक है? How many of you have seen a zebra in front of yourself? अपने आंखों के सामने zebra किसने देखा है? Okay, you in the second row. I have a question for you. When did you see the zebra? How long back? कौन से zoo में? दिल्ली zoo? ओके. देखा ना अपने सामने से? अच्छा, देखने में तो घोड़े की तरह लगता है, राइट? फर्क क्या है? ब्लैक एंड व्हाइट स्ट्राइप्स थे, राइट? सो नाउ द क्वेश्चन इज, okay, one at a time. I'll ask everybody. Now tell me, why does the zebra have black and white stripes? Can you tell me? Anybody who has seen the film will not raise their hands. Why does the zebra have black and white stripes? Have you seen the film? Okay, tell me.
Sir, I think the camouflage.
Camouflage what?
Himself with the surroundings.
Yeah, but what's the benefit that the zebra gets? See, even if it is doing a camouflage, you are still going to a zoo and watching the zebra, right? So camouflage has to be a reason, right? When the army jawans, when they wear those camouflage paints on their face, they do it because the enemy should not be able to trace them, right? That's the reason. Chal raha, nahi chal raha. Okay. So some problems with the internet here. So we will have to make do with me speaking, and you will have to go back and check it out. So the zebra has black and white stripes. She is absolutely right. The zebra, nature has given zebra the choice to camouflage. हाँ बताइए आप.
Because the lions have black and white vision.
No. Yeah.
Sir, they can camouflage into each other.
No. Yes. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. So a part of your answer, camouflage. A part of Chaitanya's answer, optical illusion. So, I'm not able to show you the film because the internet is not picking up, but let me explain what we have said in that 5-minute film. So, what a scientist did was, he took a, horse, okay, and they created some kind of a cloth with zebra kind of prints, and they covered the horse with that cloth on the entire body apart from the head and neck. Okay? So the entire body of the horse was covered with a cloth which had black and white stripes like a zebra. Only the neck upwards was left open. And they let that horse out in the open. After a few hours, they found all the insects which normally sit on slush, on dirt, in drains, etc. They were going and flocking onto the neck and head of the horse. But there was not even a single insect which actually came and perched itself on the cloth. So the moral of the story the scientists found out was that the zebra have this boon from nature that, you know, this is how they help themselves against insects and therefore from infections. Now this story is something that has been told in less than 5 minutes. Is it entertainment or not?
Yes, sir.
Is it discovery in its Indian form or not? So that is the point. So there are more than 3,500 films on India science of different genres, different subjects, different types, different classifications, and whenever you have free time, you must try and watch a couple of them, and you would be amazed by the type of things you will be able to learn from India science. So now, why is it that I am talking about India science when everybody told you that you know, we have a session on engage with science? So what I'm going to do is, for 5 minutes, I'm going to call one of your friends onto the stage. Wait. Everybody will get a chance to talk. ऐसे सब लोग हाथ ऊपर करोगे तो सब नेता बन जाओगे.
Sir, once I was in Zoom call with Sharman Joshi.
Wait. You know, the eldest first. Eldest. Senior most first. Who is the senior most here? एक मिनट. नहीं, not senior most in terms of age. Sorry. Not senior most in terms of age. Not senior most in terms of class. I want the senior most person in this hall who has been associated with engage with science. Chaitanya, stand up. Come here. Chaitanya has been associated with engage with science for a very, very long time. Chaitanya, what I want you to do is tell your friends what has been your experience so far in your own words. Absolutely like a friendly conversation. There is
So
no.
I've got my essay written, and I've been working on it for about a week.
ये क्या हो गया? Okay. Yes. So Chaitanya has been experiencing different events of engage with science. Well, most of them, I'm sure. So let him express it to you in his own words, because we telling you and a friend telling you makes a difference. Yes, Chaitanya. In your own words, freely, frankly, whatever.
So earlier I was introduced to engage with science via my school, and it was just a small program, and I was interested in it, and my mom called me. My mom called me and said, you have to make a video on it. Later on in school, they came into our school and they introduced us, and they told us to visit Engage with Science India Science app, which I visited. And I'm not a study person, and I don't like that much. But when I went into that India Science app and when I looked into it, some videos were truly interesting, and occasionally they were sending out events like you have to watch these 3 videos and you have to tell what was in the video, and that was quite interesting. And we even had the chance to talk with Saurabh Joshi during the Zoom call. Sharman Joshi. During the Zoom calls, and it was quite interesting, and there were competitions with exciting prizes too, and prizes intrigued me, because what I want from a competition is just prizes. I don't want anything else, and for those prizes we have to study, and it was quite interesting to study those.
Wonderful. Thank you, Chaitanya. Okay, so many of you have attended programs. Now we are going to now tell you how do you actually get the maximum fun? How do you actually get the maximum advantage out of engage with science? क्या मिलेगा आपको? Like, normally, even in normal life, if you go anywhere and offer something to somebody, सबसे पहला सवाल आता है मुझे क्या मिलेगा? Right? So all of you must be asking yourselves in your minds, मुझे क्या मिलेगा? So this is what I am going to explain now in the next 10 minutes. आपको क्या मिलेगा? So we have something called the EJ. How many of you know RJ in a radio channel?
Radio
Radio jockey, correct. Disc jockey, DJ, right? We have something called EJ. It's not opening up. Unfortunately, we are getting it fixed. So, engage jockey. अब ये engage jockey क्या है? So, the engage jockey is the person in every class who is able to popularize and spread the message of India science and engage with science. So, हर एक क्लास में हम कम से कम 2 एंगेज जॉकीज अपॉइंट करेंगे लेटर. ओके, every class will have at least 2 engaged jockeys. You will have a badge, you will get a certificate. Unfortunately, and the certificates look amazing. Those who have won a certificate so far, they would know. Who has won an engaged certificate so far? Anybody? Have you won an engaged certificate? No. Nobody has. इसमें error आ रहा है रविंदर. So there are certificates signed by Sharman Joshi to be won for every event and every action that you perform. What are the actions that you can perform to win a prize? अच्छा, तो उसके लिए जो सबसे अच्छा तरीका है वो ये है. आप मेरे को बताइए, आप में से how many children are there in this hall who have at least once helped their classmate to understand something in science? सबने हेल्प किया है. वाओ. तो किया किसको हेल्प? क्या बात है. दिस इज वन बिग हेल्पफुल हॉल. इस हॉल में सब बच्चे हेल्पफुल हैं. वाओ. अच्छा, सो नाउ आपने जब हेल्प किया किसी एक बच्चे को, कहां पे हेल्प किया? आपने किया हेल्प किसी बच्चे को? कहां पे किया बताओ? स्कूल में तो पता है, रास्ते पे नहीं किया होगा. लेकिन जब किया था तब एक बच्चा था या 10 बच्चे थे? एक को एक्सप्लेन किया था. क्या एक्सप्लेन किया था?
सर साइंस मैम ने हमको ये डेफिनेशन समझाई थी किसी की प्रोसेस के बारे में, तो वो उनको समझ में नहीं आ रहा था, तो मैंने उनको समझाया.
देयर यू आर. साइंस मैम ने एक डेफिनेशन बताई थी, वो बच्चे को समझ में नहीं आ रही थी, तो इन्होंने he was nice enough to explain that to his friend, right? Did he understand? He did? Did you feel good that you explained to him? Okay. Now let me give you a choice. आपने कितने बच्चे को समझाया? एक को, right? तो आपने जो वो effort किया to explain it to your friend, right? That effort benefited one child, one student, right? What if I tell you, make the same effort, but your effort is going to benefit 1 million children? चलेगा? दौड़ेगा? Okay. So first, okay, coming back to EJ, this is the certificate that you are going to win if you are able to satisfy the conditions. अभी फिलहाल I am living my moment of glory by putting my own name, because this is the only way I can get a certificate. Okay, so आपको करना क्या होगा? आपको आपके टीचर से कांटेक्ट करना होगा और उनको बोलना होगा, मैम आई वांट टू बिकम एन ईजे. आपकी टीचर डिसाइड करेंगी, आपके प्रिंसिपल डिसाइड करेंगे कि आपके क्लास के ईजे आप बन सकते हो या नहीं. सो एवरीथिंग हैज टू बी राउटेड थ्रू योर साइंस टीचर. There is a science teacher who is in charge of Engage in every school. Okay, that is one. The second certificate is the Buddy Mentor certificate. Buddy Mentor इसे certificate में ही है. I think नहीं, ये तो champ है. Yeah. Okay, look at this now. आप लोग जो बच्चों को समझाते हो क्लास में, क्योंकि आपका फ्रेंड वो समझ नहीं पा रहा है, इंस्टेड ऑफ एक्सप्लेनिंग दैट टू हिम फेस टू फेस इन द क्लास और आउटसाइड द क्लास, कैन यू क्रिएट अ वीडियो आउट ऑफ इट? if you create a nice video out of it, and if that video is uploaded on Engage with Science, it will be exposed in front of millions of students across India. So imagine you waking up one day and finding a message, thank you, I really understood this topic better. This is Arun from Thiruvananthapuram. Will you feel happy? Somebody from Dimapur in Nagaland sends you a thank you. Will you feel good? So, we have already been doing this with teachers. We have loads of videos on Engage with Science where teachers explain tough topics in a very interesting manner, and they are known as Engage mentors. When students do it, we call them buddy mentors. You are mentoring a buddy, mentoring a friend. But there is a condition for you. Mark my words, there is a condition. ऐसे ही आपको ये सर्टिफिकेट और प्राइज वगैरह नहीं मिलेगा, आपको थोड़ी उसके लिए कसरत करनी पड़ेगी, और वो ये है कि मान लो आप रिफ्लेक्शन सिखा रहे हो अपने फ्रेंड को, तो ऐसा नहीं होगा कि आप पेड़ की तरह खड़े हो गए और बोल दिया रिफ्लेक्शन इज ब्ला ब्ला ब्ला, रिफ्लेक्शन इज ब्ला ब्ला ब्ला, रिफ्लेक्शन इज ब्ला ब्ला ब्ला. ये वीडियो बना दोगे तो नहीं मिलेगा आपको. यू विल हैव टू पुट इन एफर्ट, यू विल हैव टू थिंक क्रिएटिवली कि रिफ्लेक्शन को समझाने के लिए हाउ डू आई यूज एग्जाम्पल्स, हाउ डू आई यूज प्रॉप्स, हाउ डू आई मेक द ऑडियंस अंडरस्टैंड द कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ रिफ्लेक्शन. वो उसका अच्छा, this by the way, there is nobody called Manish Sharma in Cambridge School, this is just a dummy, so ignore the name, but this is the kind of, नहीं ये थोड़ी देर बाद चलाना, अभी पहले लोगोस पे रखो अभी. So how many of you are keen to create a video which can make you a buddy mentor? That will come later, that will come, don't worry about the mechanics of it. कैसे भेजना है, किसको भेजना है, वो सारी वरीज अभी आप लोग भूल जाइए. दैट इज नॉट इंपॉर्टेंट. पहले बनाइए तो सही, इनिशिएटिव तो दिखाइए, एनर्जी तो लाइए. तो सबसे पहला जो काम आप लोगों को करना है कि आप लोग आपके टीचर को मैसेज करेंगे, करके बोलेंगे कि मैम वी वांट टू क्रिएट अ वीडियो. उसके लिए आपको एक टॉपिक चूज करना पड़ेगा, और उस टॉपिक को चूज करने के बाद कोई भी टॉपिक, एनीथिंग अराउंड साइंस, एनीथिंग अराउंड मैथ्स, एनीथिंग अराउंड कंप्यूटर्स, एनीथिंग, यू आर कंप्लीटली फ्री. उस टॉपिक को चूज करने के बाद यू विल हैव टू राइट डाउन अ रफ स्क्रिप्ट. स्क्रिप्ट मतलब जब आपकी कैमरा चलेगी तब आप बोलोगे क्या, कैसे बोलोगे, और जब आप बोलोगे तो स्क्रीन पे दिखेगा क्या. यू नो, सपोज इफ A is speaking to B in the class and B is hearing what A is telling him, that is okay because वो face to face खड़े होके बता रहा है. तेरे को पता है रिफ्लेक्शन का डेफिनेशन क्या होता है, वो ये होता है. उसने सुन लिया, इसने बोल दिया, बात खत्म हो गई. But when you are making a video, you cannot just have a vanilla definition spoken out in front of the camera. That is not good enough. वो चैप्टर थेरेपी वाला इसमें भी प्रॉब्लम. You have to think of examples. You have to think of video footage from places where you have the license to use it. You can take help from your science teacher. It can be a 3-minute video also, it can be a 5-minute video also, it can be, but 6 to 7 minutes से ज़्यादा हम allow नहीं करते हैं. But the shorter is it, the better for us. Create a very innovative, informative and wow looking video. Send it to us. If we approve it, दो चीजें हो जाएंगी. आपका वीडियो और आपका जो वीडियो है उसके पहले फ्रेम में there will be a frame which will say buddy mentor video, the topic, your photograph, your school's name, So you are going to become famous nationally. So before the video starts, everybody is going to watch your photograph, your name, your school's name, the topic of the video, and then the video is going to start. नहीं आ रहा है, स्क्रीन पे नहीं आ रहा है. छोड़ दो, बंद कर दो. And the certificate that we showed you. So the idea behind Engage with Science is that by the time you reach class 10th, by the time you reach the boards, आप लोगों के पास दिखाने के लिए इतना कुछ होगा that, you know, by the time you reach college, you would be enriched with so many victories. आप लोगों के लिए competition इतना easy हो चुका होगा that you can then take on any challenge. So the idea is that studies को सिर्फ boring studies ना रखते हुए, if you people can make some interesting videos for us, we are going to put it up on the Engage with Science platform and show it to the entire nation. तो ये नहीं हो रहा है, छोड़ो छोड़ो, कहाँ हो गया? Okay, this is an example, children, of an Engage Mentor video made by a teacher. Watch this, because something similar can be made by. Oops. Okay. Chalo, chalo. Now you see this plate. This plate shows ये वीडियो किसने बनाया है, कौन से स्कूल से बनाया है. Similarly, when you people make a video for Buddy Mentor, there will be a plate exactly like this, where your photo will be there, your school's name will be there, and then the video is going to play.
Hi students, I am Neha Bhardwaj from Engage with Science, and today in Science, Class 7, Chapter 15 Live, we will be discussing the topic Virtual Images and Real Images. How are these images formed? We will try to understand the formation of these images by different types of mirror by an activity. Let's have a look at the activity. Let's first try to understand a simple concept of images formed by plane mirrors. First of all, what is a plane mirror? It is a flat, reflective surface which always forms a virtual image. Now, what is a virtual image? We'll understand it gradually. In this simple setting, as we can see, there is a plane mirror and a lighted candle. If we observe carefully, we'll see that a similar image of the candle can be seen in this flat mirror. It appears that the same candle is placed behind this mirror, but it's an image formed in the plane mirror due to reflection by light. Here, candle is the object and what we see in the mirror is an image. Now let's try shifting the position of this candle and observe the changes in the image formed due to it. As we change the position of this candle, what do we observe? First of all, we see that the image in the mirror appears exactly as that of the object. It is of the same shape and size as the object it's reflecting. Most importantly, the image formed is upright, that is erect. It is not inverted, which means that the flame of the candle is observed on the top and the wax candle is beneath the flame, as depicted by the object itself. Now the image behind the mirror is called a virtual image because it cannot be projected onto a screen. The rays only appear to originate from a common point behind the mirror. Now students, let's try to understand the concept of a virtual image formed by a plane mirror. In this ray diagram, we can see a plane mirror, rays of light incident from this object AB on the plane mirror, and how we can project it back to form a virtual image. Now, Just look carefully from the ray, for the ray starting from point A and traveling in a horizontal direction towards point E. The angle of incidence is 0.
बहुत लंबा है.
Therefore, it retraces its path. Again you can see, it retraces its path after reflection. Similarly, the ray starting from point B.
So I'm just fast forwarding you for the
and
sake of it.
size of the image is smaller than compared to that of the object. So students, you watch the activity and you quite got the concept. Virtual images are the types of images that cannot be obtained on a screen. They are formed mainly by convex mirrors.
So this was an example. You could do it in your own way, right? You could think of other interesting ways, like for example, अगर आप घर पे बना रहे हैं, तो मे बी आप घर के विंडो से जो रोशनी अंदर आती है, वहां पे you can place a bottle or something like that, anything that you have within your reach, and you can explain reflection or etc. etc. So you can create your own storyline, and then you can ask somebody at home to hold the phone, and you can shoot a video. It's not like you have to call a filming crew, etc. Right? So a lot you can do. We also run these campaigns for which many of you might have participated. I don't know if anybody.
Beat the heat.
Beat the Heat is the one that we are holding now.
Sir, beat the heat.
ये this is an old one called Pollution Ka Solution.
Headbutt from class 6 of Cambridge School, Noida. I accept the challenge by engaging science of pollution ka solution. And here I am going to discuss about land pollution. The deposition of solid or liquid waste materials in a manner that can contaminate the soil or threaten public health is known as land pollution. There are two types of causes for land pollution: natural and man-made. Natural effects include soil erosion, cyclones, tsunamis, etc. Man-made effects are commercial activities, use of pesticides and chemicals in agriculture, and improper waste management. Because of the increase in land pollution, it is necessary to prevent it. We can prevent it by reducing the use of plastics and pesticides and chemicals and planting more and more trees. Thank you. Electricity is all around us. It makes our life easier and more comfortable.
So you know, when I'm showing you all these videos and pictures, there is a reason behind it.
Hello everyone, I am Nitika Bhairkar from class.
Okay. So what could be the reason behind all these videos and pictures? आपको अगर एक सर्टिफिकेट मिल जाता है तो क्या बड़ी बात है? आपको अगर एक प्राइज मिल जाता है तो क्या बड़ी बात है? बड़ी बात यह है कि हाँ, कॉन्फिडेंस तो ऑब्वियसली बढ़ेगा, बट इसके पीछे एक और बड़ी बात है. आपके स्कूल के आसपास 5 और स्कूल होंगे ना, राइट? 10 और स्कूल होंगे. नाउ if one student from a school wins a certificate or a prize, he gets a certain number of points. If 10 students from that school start to win, the school gets 10 times the points. अगर आपके पड़ोसी स्कूल में 12 बच्चों को प्राइज मिल गया तो आपका पड़ोसी स्कूल आपके स्कूल से आगे हो जाएगा. और साल के आखिर में when we do the calculations, you will figure out that because you were lazy, your neighbor's school is ahead of your school and you won't feel good about it. So what we keep telling principals and teachers is that just encourage students to participate. It is not always important to win, but it's important to participate. And the wonderful part about Engage with Science is that it does not spoil or disturb your studies. It only aids and supports your studies. And that is why we would encourage you that don't just wait for Engage with Science events. ये कोई event platform नहीं है कि event हुआ तो आप आ गए और event नहीं हुआ तो आप नहीं आए. No. We would want you, जैसा कि you yourself said that many of you have already helped your friends to understand topics. आप खुद सोचो कि आपका बनाया हुआ वीडियो अगर एक नेशनल प्लेटफॉर्म में लग जाए तो कैसा रहेगा? Would you feel good if your video features on a national platform? Okay. Would you feel good if 5 of your videos feature on a national platform? And would you feel good if somebody catches you in the shopping center and says, "Oh, अच्छा अच्छा, आप वही हो ना जिसके बहुत सारे वीडियो ऑनलाइन दिखते रहते हैं?" So for that, you have to pay a lot of attention in class. You've got to understand what you are taught on a regular basis and then imbibe, उसको absorb करके आप उस knowledge के बारे में creatively सोचिए that how is it that you can render that knowledge in a very creative fashion and create a video. ज़्यादा बड़ा नहीं बनाना है आपको, 2 मिनट का बनाओगे तो भी चलेगा, but it has to be made creatively. You know, it can't be that, okay, आपने फोन पकड़ लिया, hi, I am Saurav Sen from XYZ school, today I am going to explain about XYZ topic, XYZ happens when this happens, that happens, thank you so much. No, this is not the video that you want to make. This is not how videos are going to be made. ये तो आप फेसबुक में लगाने के लिए, ट्विटर पे लगाने के लिए बना दो, कोई मना नहीं करेगा आपको, बट एंगेज विद साइंस में लगाने के लिए आपको थोड़ा सोचना पड़ेगा. यू मे हैव टू डिस्कस इट विथ योर brothers, sisters, parents, cousins, कि I want to create a video on this topic, okay? How can I explain this topic in a very interesting manner? क्या क्या दिखा सकता हूं मैं? अगर मैं रिफ्लेक्शन एंड शैडोज एक्सप्लेन करना चाहता हूं तो क्या मैं विंडो के सामने एक बॉक्स रख दूं, उस बॉक्स के पीछे का शैडो दिखाऊं और फिर एक छोटी सी चीज दिखाऊं, उसका शैडो दिखाऊं, कुछ भी दिखाऊं? क्या मैं अपने गार्डन में जाके जो मेरी शैडो बन रही है उस शैडो को फिल्म करके दिखाऊं? आई डोंट नो. स्काई इज द लिमिट फॉर यू टू थिंक क्रिएटिवली, बट यू विल हैव टू बी क्रिएटिव एंड यू विल हैव टू टेक हेल्प फ्रॉम योर टीचर. बट इफ यू कैन क्रिएट सच वीडियोज, ट्रस्ट मी, not only will you become popular in school, but there are chances you could become popular throughout India. तो अब हम आपको एक बहुत अच्छा सेशन दिखाते हैं. आई डोंट नो इफ एनी ऑफ यू अटेंडेड दिस. दिस वाज अ लाइव सेशन वी डिड अ कपल ऑफ मंथ्स बैक with the Bharti station in Antarctica. Bharti station गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया का एक रिसर्च लैब है जो एंटार्क्टिका में बनाया गया है और वहां पे इंडियन साइंटिस्ट रहते हैं. दे लिव देयर. हैव अ लुक.
I'll invite Bharti Station Antarctica team to ask further questions.
Go ahead, Anuji, take your turn. Please do remember to introduce yourself, which organization each individual belongs to, which city you belong to. That would add some flavor to the whole thing when you ask the question. Yes, please go ahead.
So these are all the scientists who are stationed. They live in Antarctica.
Please.
Yeah, you are unmuted. Yes, yes. Very nice to meet you, sir. Hello. Sharman sir also muted now.
Yeah. Now can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes. Go ahead.
Yes. We are very happy that you are joining with us and it's a outbound moment for us also. We are very happy that
At the same time, I'm extremely proud and I am so excited for this interaction. That would be very difficult because that's really to 10:15 तक नहीं खिंचोड़े तो डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करते हैं उसको. 10 मिनट उनको फिलअप करने के लिए. आई थिंक दैट्स इट. हाँ, उनको दे दो, शुभम को दे दो, डिमांड देंगे. ओके कर देते हैं. ग्रुप लीडर जल्दी आइए.
After 10 minutes, I'll check with you. Yeah? Okay. Okay, pay attention, please. You know, every school has at least 2000 students these days, right? Now, 2000 schools में से एक या दो बच्चे ऐसे होते होंगे, one or two students in each school, they end up doing something really, really great. Students, you will have to fill up the bottom 4 lines at the back side, tear that part and give it back to us. At the end of this session, not right now. Okay, can you leave the sheet on your lap and please pay attention now. बाद में भरिए अभी आप रखिए उसको. हाँ, fill it and give it back. We will answer your questions. Okay. Please pay attention here. ठीक है, जो जितना पता है उतना भर देना आप. Okay. Okay. So now engage spark. Oh. यार ये पता नहीं है क्या करता है कंप्यूटर. कहाँ था? फोल्डर. Have any of you made a huge science project which has won any award? 1, 2, 3. Okay, you tell me, what did you make?
Sir, we made triangular that is gone to Atal Innovation Mission and gave it down to site for the we have.
Okay. What did you make?
Sir, I made a model of space debris. Sir, space debris, sir, and the pollution.
So what prize did you get?
Sir, we went to the ATL slam.
Okay. Did you win a prize there? Okay. Who else? Anybody made something that won an award? Okay. So here's the opportunity. If any of you can create something for which you get some huge award, then you will be given the title of Engage Spark. Engage Spark का title आपको दिया जाएगा. And this will be a huge honor because not many students get this award across the country. Okay? So there are lots of opportunities that you can actually make use of and win. अब Q&A करके छोड़ देते हैं because नहीं खींच रहा है. Okay. Now next 10 minutes we will give to Q&A. If you people have any questions, please feel free to ask. Okay. Yes, you. If you want to fill all, you can fill all, provided, see, you can, there is no compulsion. You can fill all if you want to, you can fill one if you want to, but you must fill it genuinely. Don't just fill it for the heck of it. Okay?
And then, if we give it to you, so what will we get?
So the rest of the paper you take, only tear the bottom white portion and give it back to the volunteer.
So with this, we can just
You take it home with you. One at a time, one at a time. Yeah, raise your hand. Yeah, you can fill it after this session is over, and you can fill it now if you want, and you can give it back. Any other questions? Yes, tell me. I can't hear you. Louder.
Do you have a teacher in Father Agnes school? Sir,
I'll have to check. You are in Father Agnes School here in Noida. Vaishali. Okay, we'll have to check. Just please fill up the form. Fill up the form Even if you don't know your principal's number, no problem. At least write down whatever details you have and give it back. We will get in touch with your school and we will ensure that your school is on board. One sec.
Sir, if we get selected, then can we use a blackboard to explain it better?
I didn't get your question.
Sir, I'm asking that can we use blackboard if we get selected for the video?
No, blackboard for what?
Sir, to explain better.
For the video. For the video. You really think a blackboard is an interesting way to explain?
I'm asking.
No. See, we don't give you any rules. All we say is that your video needs to be very interesting, right? Now, students anyways get to see a blackboard every morning. They will not watch your video if you also resort to a blackboard. You will have to find out innovative ways to do it. If you go to the Engage with Science YouTube channel, try to go to the chapter therapy section and you will see so many teachers who've explained things in such innovative manner, right? You'll have to think of ways. You'll have to think of ways to explain a topic without needing a blackboard. There is no rule, but the problem is that if you use the typical vanilla methods that you get to learn every day, people will never watch your video.
Sir, what about CSA? Sir, what about Cambridge School? Do we have a Cambridge?
Yeah, Bindu Muralidharan is the single point of contact. Contact Bindu ma'am, she will tell you everything. Yeah.
Is there a place where we can get some materials for the video, like if we want dry ice?
You know, being creative, Chaitanya, is all in the mind, right? You should watch. Let me see if the internet is working. I can show you. Just one second. Just one second. Just one second, please. Just give me a moment, please. 1 second. Okay. For children who want to know how can you explain a topic, please watch a few minutes of this video. Just watch a few minutes of this video and you will know what creativity is all about. She's explaining motion. Just take a note. She's explaining motion.
Hello students. So you saw these different video clips. Can you see what is common between all the clips? Yes, it is motion. Whether it is the clouds, the raindrops,
So you see,
the crawling insects, the butterflies.
she's explaining motion in such a creative way.
Can broadly be divided into two types. Mere motion is called circular.
Look at the way she's explaining circular motion.
You observed the motion of the fan. What kind of motion do you think it is? Yes, you're right. Top also shows rotating motion. The next kind of motion we are going to talk about is oscillatory motion. When an object moves to and fro about its main position, it is said to be in oscillatory motion. Here, you can observe the motion of the pendulum swinging to and fro, or the motion of the swing. They both swing about its main position. A special kind of the air column inside is vibrating. Another kind of motion is rapid and curvilinear motion. shows both translatory and rotatory motion. The aeroplane shows both translatory and rotatory motion. Screw shows both translatory and rotatory motion. The motion of the Earth around the Sun and the rotation of the Earth about its own axis is also an example of combination motion. So when the Earth rotates about its own axis, this is an example of rotatory motion. And when the Earth is going around the Sun in 365 and 1/4 days, so that is an example of curvilinear motion.
So you see, this is what creativity in explanation is all about. You have to think creatively that if you want to explain a topic to your friend or to the entire country, you cannot just do it verbally by saying so. In a video, you will have to think of imaginary ways where the video can actually, make your explanation very rich. That is when the video will become good. In the beginning, it might look a little difficult for you, but please take help from your teachers. Please take help from your cousins, brothers, sisters, parents, if they have any ideas. And even after that, if you have problems, even we are here to help you. But you will have to take the initiative to get in touch and say that, look, this is how much work I have already done. This is what I am trying to do. Can you help me in creating a good video? And maybe even we will help you to make a good video. Yes. बिल्कुल उनके साथ नहीं बना सकते. स्कूल में कौन पढ़ता है, आप या वो? हाँ, तो बनाना आपको है, हेल्प आप किसी से ले सकते हो. ठीक है, आपको आइडियाज किसी से लेना है, आप बिल्कुल लीजिए, लेकिन बनाना आपको है, बिकॉज ये वीडियो आपके नाम पे जाएगा. ओके, ये आपके नाम पे जाएगा. एंड देयर इज नो एंड. यू कैन मेक वन वीडियो, यू कैन मेक 10 videos if you want. The more videos you make, the more videos that get approved under your name, the more famous you can become, the more certificates you can win, and it will only do good to you in the longer run. Any other questions from anyone? Yes. Yeah, there's a website, Engage with Science, where the schools, you can also log in once you have registered, and once you log in, you will get your certificates inside your login screen. You will also get to see your points, you will get to see contests, etc. There's a lot of fun once you register. You cannot register first your school has to register. Once your school registers, only then your teacher will tell you to register. Okay? Yeah. The app is the India Science app. Okay. India Science app gives you the content, the films. Because most of the Engage with Science activities are based on films that are there in the India Science app, right? So if you watch a lot of India Science apps, chances are that you will be able to answer the maximum number of questions. Yeah. Which school are you from? So I don't know. What you do is, the form that we have given you, please fill up your name, the school name, etc. Tear off the white portion and give it back to us. For those schools which are not registered with us, we will get in touch with your school and we will ask your principal to register. One at a time, one at a time. Shh, shh. One at a time. Yes, you. Cambridge is already registered. Contact Bindu ma'am, she will tell you the rest. If you know, please write. If you don't know, leave it blank. Whatever you know, write it, leave the rest blank. Okay? Yes, who else has a question? Yeah. Louder. Please write down in the form, mention your name, your school name, etc. We will figure out if your school is not registered, we will have it registered. Okay? Give it to the volunteers, they will collect it. Shh, shh. One at a time, please. Yeah, come on. Yeah, give it to the volunteers. Yes, you had a question? Louder, louder. I am not aware. You write your name and school. We will figure out if your school is not registered, we will have you registered. Okay? And till such time, any school that is not registered, please go to the Facebook page, Engage with Science, and like the page so that you will keep getting updates on what is happening. Right? And from time to time, we will reach out to your schools and we will ensure that your school is on board and you are able to participate in all these activities. I can't hear you. There are lots of national level events that are coming up. If you people start getting involved now, you people can actually compete at the national level. I can't hear you. So write it down in the form. We will get in touch with your school. Okay. So please submit the white portion of the form to the volunteers and we will get in touch with your school so that you are able to participate in future events of Engage with Science. Thank you all. Thank you.
मुझे यहाँ पर इंटरेस्ट लगा था विज्ञान प्रसार के ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में, तो मैंने ज्वाइन करा और यहाँ पर मुझे बहुत मज़ा आया. बहुत सारे कूल एक्सपेरिमेंट्स हुए, बहुत उनको डीपली पढ़ाया गया था.
सबसे अच्छा जो सेशन लगा आपको कौन सा लगा?
पर्सनली मुझको सबसे अच्छा सेशन एरोडायनामिक्स लगा और बाकी सारे भी डीपली अंडरस्टैंडेबल थे और समझाया गया था, तो इसलिए मुझको अच्छा लगा सारे सब्जेक्ट्स. और मेरा पहले से ही सपना था कि मैं एक साइंटिस्ट बनूं, तो फिर इसने विज्ञान प्रसार के ऑर्गेनाइजेशन ने मुझे और मोटिवेट कर दिया है मेरी तरफ.